What's poppin', people? It's Dante. Check it out, there's Christmas trees all inside this building. Yeah, just getting the day started. GoPro Mini 1080p 30 fps exported to 720p for that crispy HD small file size quality. And look at that plane flying up into the sky. What a beautiful, oh wow, and the birds. What a beautiful surprise. Wow, maybe I can get a photo of this plane in between the ooh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, just snapshot, set it up, set it and forget it. I use the AV mode, usually at f8 snap focus 2 meters. It's pretty fast and reliable. But yeah, look, I got the plane right there. That's quite nice. Good first snap of the day. Yeah, why have I not been using the GR3X recently? Honestly, I don't know. I kind of like just using one for a while and then switching back, maybe more than using both in tandem. Also, I'm like, I gotta take the neck strap off of the GR3X and put the wrist strap back on it, because during the winter, I don't know, it's just nicer to have the wrist strap and have it connected to your wrist, I think, more so than the neck strap. It's better. It suits the Rico much more. Yeah, ChatGPT language learning models. Is that what ChatGPT is? LLM. I'm trying to like learn more about this stuff, guys. Artificial intelligence is amazing. Download ChatGPT 4 paid premium version. Just pay for it. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Even just for like simple tasks, like instead of Googling things, you can go directly to ChatGPT and ask it any questions and find out information that you're curious about, rather than sifting through all these sort of like links and things. Even an interesting thing I've done this morning is just ChatGPT myself and ask about like, what is Dante's thoughts on health and fitness? What is Dante's, you know, philosophy on photography, whatever. And you know, I've barely scratched the surface of writing blog posts yet, but it seems that the more that you write and propagate onto your own website blog, the more ChatGPT will learn about you. And you know, it's funny, it's like, I think a lot of people have like this fear of artificial intelligence and like, oh, it's gonna like, you know, the robots are gonna take over and I'm gonna lose my job or something, or they're gonna like, it's gonna like kill us. It's like, I don't know, maybe. No, it's not. But I really do think embracing this kind of like new stuff with open arms is probably wise. I mean, just even for like visualizations, using DALL-E 3 is cool too. If you have any creative ideas, you can sort of just flesh them out and sort of visualize them using the image generation. I've been like looking at the other programs, like I think Midjourney. It seems like they're so advanced, like the photos are almost like uncanny now. They're so realistic looking, which is just so cool. Like I actually think this is a great thing. I mean, most photographers are kind of basic and boring and kind of look at this stuff like, oh, it's a threat or whatever, but I'm like, no, let's go, like this is sick. Yeah, treat every day like a Spartan Agoge training. Sort of wake up, fitness, coffee, writing, blogging. Sort of like Agoge creative training. I thought of like the sort of rigorous lifestyle, military lifestyle, but for creatives. Yeah, it seems that the stronger the photographer, the stronger the photos. I kind of like this concept. How to become stronger: 100% carnivore diet, red meat, beef and lamb, no pork, no chicken. Do you want to be a little chicken shit? Bark, 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 bark. No, no. We want to be bison. I want to be like a fucking buffalo or something. You know, I want the strength of 1,000 oxen. No breakfast, no lunch. One massive meal at night before you go to sleep. Sunset's around 4:30, so you know, I just do Ramadan style, right? Take the bits and pieces of different cultures and plug it into your own. When the sun sets, I eat. And yeah, then I just go to sleep, right? Like last night I went to bed around 6:30. It's like, what are we doing awake at night? Watching TV, eating yummy snacks. It's like, let's just go to sleep, wake up and repeat. What does man need? Meat, salt, and water. Yeah, just simplify everything. Even with photography, I think simplification creates more creative potential and thriving. You know, when you consider the limitation of using high contrast black and white, it's one of these good limitations. Like choosing a certain focal length and sticking with it is a good limitation. And also sort of just like what you get in camera is the result is a good limitation. So like cranking the contrast to the max, I mean, it'll be like a weird transition at first, but once you use it for like this past year, I've been using it, yeah, I find that it actually unlocks more creative potential. So like limitations in general seem to be just like a good thing within art, creativity, and even just like lifestyle choices. Yeah, for me it's like I have much more creative potential early in the morning, so waking up at like 3 a.m. whatever but you still get like 8 to 10 hours of sleep, you know, depending on when you go to bed. It's like being up early in the morning, I find that I can think more clearly. I have like all of this energy, like, yeah, there's something about it. Yeah, drink espresso. Espresso's good. I mean, the thing is, I just want everything to be fast, like no lag. Like I hate when things are laggy. Like think of Lightroom and how slow it is with these raw files and stuff. It's like, this shit is old school at this point. It's like I'm all about the new shit. It's like, just use the Photos app on the iPad, much more efficient. Is this posing? Guys, can we break the rules today? I'm gonna pose this photo. Look, shh, don't tell anyone. I just moved the leaf. Also, the exposure compensation is really nice because you can make darker photos. So if you lower the exposure compensation, yeah, the lower the darker the photo, perhaps the more beautiful and more sublime it becomes. Sort of reach this sort of point of darkness within the photo where you can just sort of make out the details, I think is a nice idea. Oh, also think of everything around you as a creative thing, or as like a creative canvas. Yeah, sure. You know, the street is a canvas, the world is a canvas. But also, when I look at things now, I think of like what I can use this for. It's like, what is this discarded object? What can I use this for? Maybe I can make a picture of it and then use it in a collage later, using the artificial intelligence in this new iOS on the iPhone, iPad. You can actually pull out different clippings from imagery and put them into Procreate. So like when I see things, sometimes maybe actually thinking of this as wise for myself going forward, where like this discarded receipt can actually become this like thing that I use later. But it's also aesthetically an interesting photograph for myself. I think that the discarded things that are left behind and sort of impermanent are actually beautiful to uplift, and to find the sort of infinite creative potential with all of the different things that are around you is maybe just a good notion to think about when you're out there practicing your photography. Like a lot of the times we limit ourselves to the, like for me in the past, like I would limit myself to the golden hour because I was photographing in color and looking for these like really complex images to create. Now simplifying things, I find that, you know, even in this early morning, 6:30 a.m., whatever time it is, walking down this empty road, I'm making lots of photos. Like, and that to me is the goal, is to just make new photos, continue making photos, and finding a process that sort of allows for this is critical. And so yeah, I can't I can't stress it enough. To simplify things is critical, and to speed things up, right? Where a lot of the times I think we get caught up with perfection, but actually to embrace imperfection, whether it's within your composition choices or the things that you create, is yeah, it's a good thing, and makes things more beautiful because they become more like just natural and authentic. Also, the photo is pure, the photo is love, the photo is a gift, it's something to uplift, right? The photos I believe that we create should be shared, and even considering the Instax photos, I think are a great gift when you meet people on the street, if you're photographing in a foreign place, if you're a traveler, to bring an Instax camera to gift the print to somebody in the flesh, and to then have a sort of you know, it just you know, photography is the universal language. It transcends all barriers, all cultural barriers, all language barriers. You know, it's something special, and becomes this like superpower where any moment in your life, if you have a camera in hand, can become beautiful through the power of creating things and the power of making new art and new photos. You can fuel your lust for life and find joy in the mundane. This is something that's insanely critical to consider, because, you know, a lot of the times now, especially in like modern life, it can feel monotonous, it can feel maybe boring, whatever, and I get it. But when you're in a state of creation and looking at everything around you as this potential thing to uplift or sort of draw upon, it really does make life infinitely beautiful and fascinating. And yeah, I just want to hopefully get that across through the work I create and spread more joy through the medium of photography. Photograph the discarded, photograph the things that have been left behind. Oh, excuse me. Have a good morning, man. Dump truck was backing up.